Russian lawmakers who demanded Putin be charged with treason summoned by police.
Here's a summary of the article.
U.S. Secretary Antony Blinken made a surprise visit to Kyiv on September 8 as the United States pledged another $2.675 billion in aid to Ukraine and other countries to bolster security in Europe amid Russia's unprovoked invasion of its neighbor. Vitaly Hanchev, a local pro-Russian official, disputed the claim about Balaklia, telling Russian state TV that Russian forces had fought off a Ukrainian attempt to encircle and capture the town and it remained in Russian hands. In the area around Kharkiv, Ukraine's second city, forces penetrated 50 kilometers beyond Russian lines and liberated more than 20 towns and villages, senior military official Oleksiy Hromov said. Blinken announced more than $2 billion in new aid from the Foreign Military Financing Program to bolster the security of Ukraine and 18 of its neighbors, including some NATO countries and regional security partners, most potentially at risk for future Russian aggression. In a statement, Blinken said he reiterated to Zelensky and his team that President Joe Biden has been clear that the United States will support the people of Ukraine for as long as it takes and vowed that Kyiv will remain the capital of a sovereign, independent Ukraine. The visit came hours after U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said the Biden administration had approved a further $675 million worth of weapons for Ukraine, adding that Washington is seeing demonstrable success on the battlefield by Ukraine against Russian troops, who invaded the country in late February. U.S. General Mark Milley, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, said Ukraine is using its modern Western weapons to devastating effect, striking hundreds of Russian targets with the U.S.-supplied high-mobility artillery rocket systems.
This post received a score of 47,000, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
They knew this would happen. Hope they had a backup plan.
I believe the backup plan is martyrdom. The primary plan is to overthrow Putin.
Whatever the backup, this was really brave of them. I admire the people who stand up to dictators, and I'm not sure I'd have the balls if I was there.
There, you expressed it absolutely right. Most wouldn't. When we talk of bravery, this is it. Many unsung heroes standing up for what is right irrespective of the consequences and the tremendous personal price they pay for it. If there is such a thing as divine intervention, these are the folks that need it.
Greater than if there is such a thing as divine intervention, these are the folks that need it. These are the folks that are it.
Chills. Absolutely right. They're writing their own destiny. They were probably already getting harassed by secret police. This was their way of getting a punch in before the inevitable.
Probably already lost a son in Ukraine, so don't give a F anymore.
No politician there has lost a son.
Don't be silly. Russian politicians prefer a more direct approach. A Russian politician was sentenced to 14 years in prison for beating her 12-year-old son to death with a dumbbell during an argument.
Did you know that in Russia it's not illegal to hit your wife? Pretty neat. Also, the average male age is 64, 3 and the pension age is 65. Hilarious.
Did you know that in Russian doctors do not think asbestos is a health threat in any way at all, and actually support the industrial harvesting of it, and no PPE, other protections around asbestos to be used?
Source: yeah, fuck Russian government, but this does sound like weird propaganda, hahaha.
That message is an exaggeration, but the core message that asbestos is not a big deal and that higher cases of cancer in asbest, Russia, do not correspond to reality, is certainly pushed by its head doctor.
This is what fascism looks like.
It's what MAGA really wants.
You heard it here first. All treasonous acts deserve execution according to Mark Burns. Like selling confidential documents or leading a coup, those kinds of things, right?
Coup.
No, coup is right. It's where you mix butter and flour under medium heat while circumventing democracy and seizing power.
Just don't let that coup cook too long or it will turn dark. They would not like that.
PSSSSHI like my constitution gravy nice and dark.
The only option they have is to kill the cunt. That's their only chance, otherwise they are all dead.
One step closer
to the edge.
And I'm about to break.
I need a little room to breathe.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.